Percy Jackson in the Olympian Season 2 ends with a revival of Talia Grace, who is freed from the tree she was transformed into by Zeus. Her return immediately changes everything, as it introduces a second child of the Big Three, who can fulfill the great prophecy and either save Olympus or bring about its destruction. While this moment also exists in the original Sea of Monsters novel, the Disney Plus series takes the idea much further by adding a new layer that makes the ending far more impactful. In the book, Talia's revival through the Golden Fleece is treated as a shocking final reveal. None of the characters see it coming, except for Kronos, who had secretly orchestrated events to bring the daughter of Zeus back into play. The twist works well on the page because it reframes the prophecy and sets up future conflicts, but it is mostly a surprise for the reader rather than an emotional turning point for characters. The show approaches this differently by making Talia's return something the audience and characters are already anticipating. Percy, Annabeth, and Luke all know that placing the Golden Fleece on the tree will likely revive her, and this creates tension throughout the season. Percy is haunted by nightmares about what Talia's return could mean, and Annabeth struggles with conflicting emotions about seeing her old friend again. Instead of being a last-minute shock, Talia's revival becomes a looming threat that shapes the entire story. What truly elevates the finale, however, is a new twist revealed in the final scenes. The series changes the circumstances of Talia's original death in a major way. In the books, she is mortally wounded by monsters and saved by Zeus, who transforms her into a tree out of mercy. In the show, this version of events is revealed to be a lie. The truth is that the Furies were sent by Hades to warn Talia about the great prophecy and Zeus' intention to use her as a weapon. When Talia refuses to be manipulated, Zeus punishes her by turning her into a tree, not to save her, but to silence her. This revelation, delivered by Chiron, completely reframes Talia's relationship with her father and adds emotional depth to her character. Zeus is no longer a distant, flawed god who made a tragic but compassionate choice, but an active force of control and fear. Chiron's confession that he was ordered to hide the truth for years also introduces a sense of betrayal and secrecy that ripples through the story. Compared to the original Sea of Monsters ending, this twist raises the stakes of the great prophecy in a much more personal way. It gives Talia a powerful reason to distrust the gods and sets up deeper conflict for future seasons, especially her inevitable clashes with Percy and the larger Olympian system. It also strengthens the themes of choice and free will, which are central to the series, by showing that the gods are not simply flawed guardians, but often active obstacles to their children's independence. The finale proves that the show is not just faithfully adapting the books, but thoughtfully improving on them where possible. With Rick Riordan directly involved in the creative process, the changes feel intentional and meaningful rather than unnecessary. By reworking Talia's backstory and making her revival more emotionally charged, Percy Jackson Season 2 delivers an ending that feels more mature, more dramatic, and more tightly connected to the story still to come.